did watch it. It's probably from this. Hello, and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is May 30th, 2024, and this is episode 100.
100, guys. We
As
did
you
it.
can see, I have my lovely husband with me today. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hi, Roz. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. It was my birthday yesterday, so
It was.
recovering from sugar overload.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 14th anniversary of your 29th birthday.
Good math. Good math.
I do math.
I'd like to say welcome to any new viewers. This will be somewhat of a regular episode with a few extra pieces sprinkled in.
I'm the extra piece.
You are. And thank you to all my returning viewers. I appreciate you coming back, and I hope you enjoy the friendly banter.
Look, guys, if each of you tells 2 friends and then they each tell 2 friends, and that happens roughly 500 times, we can monetize this and I can buy more beautiful books. So
Yes, we are sitting in our living room today, and we have these lovely bookshelves, and that is one of the collector's items in our house, along with the yarn shelf that you see fairly often. And yeah,
Indeed.
so we're gonna, now I'm thrown off on my introduction, but
sorry.
that's okay.
Welcome to all our crafty adventures.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you already did that part.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
My name is Roz, and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband, Mike.
I'm Mike.
And we have 2 kids who are 14 and 12.
We do.
Yeah, I think that's everything I usually say. Today for you, we have What Am I Wearing? What are we wearing?
I'm wearing a lot.
Finished objects, works in progress, events, books, and questions with Mike. That's you.
I know, I haven't looked at any of these. I
Nope,
can't wait.
I'm springing them all on you.
It's gonna be great.
So let's start off with, what are we wearing?
All right.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, husband Mike here. What am I wearing today? You would think I'm wearing, actually if you know Roz, you know I'm not wearing everything that I've had knit.
No.
But I do have a layer on of a lot of different things. So what I'm wearing is a toque, or for our American viewers, a beanie.
Yeah, and that is the Sockhead slouch hat. And I don't remember who it's by, but everything will be linked below. I'll link my Ravelry project pages, and you can find all the details. And I want to say that's some Fleece Artist yarn. I knit that one a very long time ago.
It's got the slouch at the back. I think
Yeah.
that's why it's called that. It's nice, and like you can do, if you're feeling shy, you just, it's like you're just gone, right? And then, there we go. It's it's like turning your video off in Zoom.
Right, yeah.
Right? Just like, I don't really feel like being
I don't
here.
feel like it today.
I'm going to mute my video, and
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no,
Muting in real life.
it's good stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, excellent. It keeps
Okay.
keeps my Chrome Dome warm, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Good.
I also have a, it's like a scarf, but 2 ends are sewn together, so it goes all the way around my neck, and I do it in like an infinity around my neck
Yeah.
and plop it on.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also known as a cowl. And that is, oh man, what is the pattern?
It's doubled, which is
It
cool.
is.
And as you guys can tell, it is in, well, maybe you can't tell if you're Potterheads like we are. I said Potter for my Canadians. I'm a Raven. I'm actually a Raven door. So like mostly Ravenclaw, but
a
like kind of
little
halfy
Gryffindor.
half.
Yeah,
but I do
yeah.
identify as a
Ravenclaw,
Ravenclaw.
yeah.
Hence the bookish, nerdy stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But we do slide Gryffindor colors in from time to time into other things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And what's on your hands?
I've got wristers on my hands here.
That pattern I
These
remember.
are beautiful
Yeah.
and soft and wonderful. They're like socks, but for your arms, guys.
Yes. So they're the Dream Fingerless mitts by Marcia Healy. I modified them. They have like a fold-over cuff, and I just did a shorter cuff on both the thumb and the hands.
Right. So
And the yarn is Mustache in her Perfect Pair sock in the Hogwarts colorway.
It's a beautiful colorway. I love them. I use a trackball, like a thumb ball. I know I'm odd. but it harkens back to my early gaming days, and I love it. And so this is great, right? Get set up at your computer, you can still type and everything, and it just keeps you warm. I lose a lot of, I get tiny little wrists, so I lose a lot of heat through them. It's very, very thoughtful. And also, video gaming.
Video gaming, yep, it helps for that too.
Lovely, lovely.
Yep. And the last piece.
Right, just the thing that look, we're close to, give you a little bit of the, get numbers in the back there too. Yep. We still need to do the crest across with our name on it. But despite the fact that the Canucks got knocked out of the play, oh sorry, it's probably messing with my mic.
No,
sorry guys, bad audio. I'm new here. Got to support the team, and so this was knit for me roughly 100 years ago by my wife, and because I'm sensitive. And I don't think we knew about good yarn back then.
No,
I don't know.
It was so long ago.
It's cotton, so it's two things. Number one, it feels, has anyone ever worn a set of chainmail? Well, LARPing? If you have, this is about 3 times heavier than that. It is incredibly heavy. I'm 6 inches taller than I look now because this is just like
weighing you down.
It's going to come off at some point.
Yes.
But go Canucks, go.
Yeah. So I knit that. I started it before the kids were born, so it's 15 years old.
But it is. Look at how pretty it is in the flying V. The 11 on the back. Just to be clear, I am not a Mark Messier fan. When he usurped Trevor Linden for the captainship of the Canucks, it's really hard considering 1994 broke my heart when he was the captain of the Rangers and they beat. Please don't change channels. I'll stop talking about hockey. At any rate, that's the number that I used to race cars in, and then when I played hockey, I played in that number. So that's why it's 11.
His number, not a Canucks 11. It's your number.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it was.
Which is why we're going to put the Hazen on the back, and then it will be much more clear.
That's it. Then we know it's
Hazen 11, not anybody else's 11.
Exactly. For that. Yeah. And we used 11 because we couldn't afford like fancy numbers, so we just used 2 pieces of electrician's tape on the back of a jersey or on the side of a car. Made it easier for that number. So
totally. It's easy number.
Hence 11.
Yeah. And usually number 1 was already taken, so 11 worked.
And I was rarely number 1 anyway, so it worked out, right? Yeah.
That's not true.
No. When I played hockey, I was a stay-at-home defenseman. In that my team asked me to stay at home so that they would have a better chance to win.
That is not true either. You were a defenseman.
Hashtag dad jokes, guys.
Get ready for them. I am also wearing a cowl, and this is the Foolproof Cowl by Louise Zaz Bangham. And the purple and blue is from Upsook. It was a travel purchase when we were in Souk. On the Vancouver Island, and it was just one they dyed in store. And then the silver color is from Sea Turtle Fiber Arts in their Ridley sock in silver. So it was left over from other things, and the silver was. So yeah, worked perfect in the Foolproof Cowl.
Lovely. And we were in Souk because we were visiting. Shout out to friend of the pod,
Emily.
Yeah. Come on. And we're having some beers at Souk Brewing. I love that brewery.
That's a good brewery. Yeah.
It was a good spot.
It's a good spot.
Cool beans.
And I broke your beer glass from
beer
there.
Glass, nailed it. That's good.
Totally nailed it,
We'll
guys.
fix that in post. Don't worry, no one's going to see that. Yeah,
I'm not that committed.
It's fine.
All right, now that we've gone through that lengthy process, let's move on to finished objects.
That's cool. I changed. I got too hot. I'm sorry. I can't. That cotton stuff is warm. It's not the wool. Anyhow, I'll stop talking.
Yeah. It was before I knew better. Now I would knit you a fingering weight sweater because and you would wear that only when it was like minus 20.
Sure. Yeah. Something that, I don't know, like Hugh Grant or Colin Firth would wear in a rom-com.
No, because that's like a bulky with cables. You would immediately overheat.
I know, but they look so good.
Yeah, it would look so good.
Especially if.
But you could only wear it outside at minus 20 because you would overheat otherwise.
Like the floopy British hair to go with it. And I could be like, oh, I'm so befuddled.
Well, then we need to get Cooper a sweater like that.
That's true.
He's got the floopy hair.
Anyhow, I'm talking over top of you. Do your FOs.
It's fine. They really come here for your entertainment.
Not at all. This is why you never have me on, because each pod would be like
2 hours long. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
My first finished object is a hat, because that's pretty much all I've been working on lately. This is the Musselburgh pattern by Isolde Teague, and it is a double thick hat, which I have not folded in yet.
Wait a minute.
Because I have not blocked it, but I'll fold it in for you. Hold on.
Look at that, guys. It's becoming a hat.
It's becoming a hat.
Right before my eyes.
Well, I had it folded so I could take pictures, and then I unfolded it, and now it's...
Some fluff on it.
There is purple fluff on it from my other project below me here. Okay, so it's not perfect, but basically you get one hat that's teal, the other hat that's gray, and then you can fold it up so you get a bit of a brim that's the other color or vice versa. And this is for the principal at the school. She's moving on to a different school at the end of the school year. And yeah, so I'm making her a little gift.
Those are the school colors, guys.
Oh yeah, and these are the school colors.
Yeah.
The teal is Nitpick Stroll in the blue topaz colorway. And it is really a teal color. It's showing up blue on camera
it's
a bit.
Not showing up. It's
definitely a teal. And then the gray, which you could then fold up just a peek of the teal, is Boss Lady Yarn Co. And she's no longer dyeing, but this is the Mechanics Wrench color.
That's excellent news then.
Yeah.
She's no longer dyeing.
Ha ha.
Congratulations.
She's no longer dyeing yarn.
Look, you set them up. I got to knock them down.
I know. Yeah. Anyway. So that is done. One project, teacher project, end of the year project, done. The next is the waffle cowl that I was working on. And again, it is not blocked yet, so it looks a little funny, but it will, this wobbly edge will block out a bit. And this is the same as the waffle hat pattern that I've been working on. So I just use the same stitch pattern. Again, it's showing it, that's more true to color.
Yeah. Maybe is it because I'm wearing blue? Do you want me to?
No, it's fine.
Guys, I gotta say, this is super cute. First of all, love the pattern, love the color. It's not quite showing up true to color. Maybe it will in post, who knows. Number two, I'm 100% sure that you had a shirt that was exactly this size and shape and color.
Size?
Like 18. Oh, for sure, yeah. Remember those like shirts that were like those kind of shirts?
Yeah, I don't know that I wore many tube tops.
Tube top, that's what it's called. So this is a tube top, but for your neck?
Yes, and this is the Violet Waffles pattern by Heldora J. And so I just cast on more stitches and then used the same pattern and then did ribbing on the end so that it's a nice symmetrical cowl. And then because I still had more yarn left, I knit a smaller version of the same hat. So this is the same Violet Waffles pattern. I just cast on fewer stitches and did a child size one. So
very sweet.
It is. And this yarn, because I didn't say so before, is the same as the cowl and the hat from last week. And it is Knit Picks Mighty Stitch, which is their mostly acrylic yarn, in Fairy Tale. So yeah, I think it's more pink than what it's showing up in the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Anyway, yeah. So those are my 3 finished objects, and we'll move on to works in progress. My first work in progress, I have made like 2 rounds of progress on it, and that is my blue cadet socks, which I didn't bring up because they're just socks and I have made no progress on them. So yeah, I am using the OMG Heel by Megan Williams, and the yarn is Patton's Croy Sock in the cadet colors, which is why I'm calling them my blue cadet socks. But yeah, they're not.
If you guys, just to visualize it, just imagine a tube, but then that's closed at the end. And that's what a sock is.
Just one end, though.
Just one of the ends.
Yeah.
It's not like that hat that had closed at both ends. And then,
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get that on your foot.
Well, if you did it like the hat and had it inside out, then you would.
Ah, okay.
Then it'd be like a double thick sock.
Yeah. Interesting.
Did we just invent something? No.
No.
No, we didn't.
The other project that I do have is another Violet Waffles pattern. Yeah, I'm a bit of a kick lately, but I think that this fits a lot of people because of the stretchiness, so it's a great gift knit. This is the Patton's Classic Wool worsted in the dark marl. So you just get, with the marl, you get a bit of a different texture with that same pattern. And yeah, so another teacher gift that will be done shortly.
It's very nice.
And using up a bunch of wool out of my stash.
Yeah, well, she's using worsted yarn to work her way up to the bested yarn.
That's good, honey. That's good.
Thank you.
All right. We'll move on to events.
Events.
We haven't had any events that I've been participating in a while, but it is time again for Stash Dash. So this is a compete against yourself competition. So basically you set a goal and you see if you can make it. And if you don't, there is no repercussions. And if you do, you get, thumbs up from everybody.
It's the best kind of competition, right? Compete against yourself.
Yeah, just kind of see what you can do.
That's it.
So this started on May 24th and it is hosted by the Knit Girls, which has 3 L's in girls. So yeah, if you're looking, you can find their website that way. But yeah, they have a Discord channel you can go on and chat with everyone about what you're working on. But yeah, anything you finish between May 24th and August 31st counts towards it. And then you just add up your meters and, there's different goals, whether it's like 1K, 3K, 5K, 10 and over, I think, something like that. I don't remember all the details, but you can look it up. I will also have it linked down below.
And I assume this is why you're going to be knitting the entire summer.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. But we're going away for 6 weeks.
We don't have as many kilometers this year, so you might not knit as many kilometers this year.
Well, I'm hoping that it's less humid than it was out east.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was hard to knit with wool in the humidity. It was so sticky.
It was. As I was driving 12-hour days, I often felt bad for you. Having to try to figure out how to knit.
I know. Well, I was so bored. So bored without being able to knit.
It's a tragedy.
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's better this year. I'll do better.
You will do better.
I will
because
attempt to do better.
You won't have to have any 12-hour driving days.
Let's hope.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah.
Cross our fingers.
What's up next?
Questions with Mike.
Okay, I'm not even going to look at the screen. I have not looked at any of these, so I'm really excited. Roz said she had literally a couple of questions.
Yeah.
So can't wait to hear from you guys. Maybe if we did this more often, they'd have more of a connection, right?
Maybe.
Because I know a lot of, well, maybe, I don't know if the people that you watch on the podcast watch your podcast, but I know a lot of you guys just vicariously through her watching.
Some of them that are in different online knit groups or that I chat with online, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay, I got to get the computer.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. And I think, so the first question, I think we answered it last time that you were on, which was episode 50, which feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
More than a year ago.
Oh,
because I don't always record every week. I try to, but it doesn't always happen. So the question is, where did you and your hubby meet?
Me and my hubby?
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry, us. Yeah.
Where did we meet? How did we meet?
I thought she found out about my second family. I want to have that out here.
Oh boy.
Public. We met dancing.
We did.
Yeah, I was an awkward kid with not a great personality, and so I learned to dance so that I could meet girls, and it worked. So
there you go.
Come on, right? Yeah, no, we met. I was running the swing dance program up at SFU, and Roz was doing partner dance stuff at Cap College, which is now Capilano University. And we got introduced through a friend, which for those of you that are under 30 is what we used to use instead of the internet. And right?
Yeah.
And it was love at first sight for me, and it was love at 30th sight for Roz, which was nice. She took a little convincing.
Did I?
But things that are worthwhile are worth working for.
Yeah.
And the best steel is forged in the hottest fires, and all those kind of things. So, yeah, no, we met dancing, and and then we danced every night for many years, and then being adults
all through the rest of university
caught up to us, and then and then we had kids, and now we'll do like 3 songs, and we're both like out of breath.
Yeah,
so.
But we still dance together.
We do.
Not as often as we used to, but we still do.
No, yeah, we do for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Karen from Vancouver.
What's up, Karen?
Has 2 non-crafty questions for you.
Well, that's good because I don't know much about crafty stuff. So
No, craft beer you know lots about.
Oh, I do, yes.
Yeah, but they're not
actually,
about beer either.
Damn it. All right. That's okay, Karen. Thank you for your questions.
Do you have a favorite D&D character that you've played?
Oh, see, this is a great question, Karen, and this is something I could talk about for a long time, and I won't because this is Roz's vodcast, and so I know you guys are here for KnitTube, not D&D Tube, but shout out to my critters out there. The favorite character I've played, it's probably... I miss Whistler. We played Curse of Strahd during COVID lockdown, which is exactly the wrong campaign to play during COVID lockdown because it was so depressing.
It was a little depressing.
But he was a great character. I loved him. He was basically Geralt from The Witcher with a family. Never have a character with a family if you're doing Curse of Strahd, I'm just going to say, because But I miss him. I really enjoyed Fen was my first character, a drow rogue. And then I liked Bomsa, or Bam. He was a druid that was raised by bears and wild-shaped into being a bear a lot because he thought he was a bear. He didn't like money, and he just loved people.
He really thought he was a bear.
He really thought he was a bear.
Didn't like money, didn't like metal.
No, he would not touch anything metal at all.
Nope.
His name was Bomsa Bjornsson, which is Danish for teddy bear, son of bears.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So, but we called him Bam.
We just called him Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked him. And my current character is a paraplegic astral elf artificer who created a set of armor so that he could walk again.
Yeah. So he's basically Iron Man.
Yes, he is. And our current campaign doesn't know this. So his name is Sanzos. My kids helped me name him because I wanted to name him model him after one of Ragnar's sons, Boneless. And so in French, our kids are francophonique. In French, sans-os means without bones. And so his name is Sanzos, but none of the other characters in the campaign have figured out that that's why his name is Sanzos.
Yeah.
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 So there you go.
And my character in that campaign probably wouldn't give 2 craps about where your name came from.
We definitely have a campaign of characters right now that don't really care about each other. It's interesting.
No,
I'm
like
not sure
we're
if
a group and we do
why,
stuff. Yeah.
You know?
We're just like, you're here, let's go do something, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll run honey heist sometime. We'll all be bears trying to get some honey.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Karen. There's another one from Karen coming up, I believe.
There is one more.
All right, Karen.
Who's your favorite science fiction or fantasy author? And or do you have a favorite series?
Oh my God. Okay.
How long do we have?
So right here we have our shrine to Harry Potter. So I'd say JKR is probably my favorite younger fantasy. I mean, obviously it's just a series. We're big Potterheads. Tolkien, we love Tolkien, but of course it's not as approachable. I'm really enjoying. It's more sci-fi, but there's some fantasy elements too. I'm really enjoying the first trilogy in the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown.
Yep.
I really like, as you can see, Roz, if you go that way a little bit, you can see we've got Never-Ending Story here. So I do love booky things, and I keep threatening to do a booktube because
And what's this one on the far side?
That is the Books of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. So, writing under her own name back in a time in the 60s, in a time when, women usually use pseudonyms to get their books published. Awesome stuff there. Yeah, it's difficult. I'm really enjoying Andy Weir's stuff right now because it's so approachable. There's a bunch of series.
More sciencey.
Yeah, there's a bunch of series I want to read. So like Shadow of the Torturer by Gene Wolfe is on my TBR list, along with getting into the Cosmere, Brian Sanderson books, so Way of Kings or Mistborn or things like that, or they're all on my to-be read list. We tend to have more books than we have time, but I do love books. And I just turned around and of course I saw Game of Thrones, which I would say it's my favorite series, but we'll have to see if Winds ever shows up. Although I am actually okay with how the 5th book ends and just leaving it there. But
it's just hard because of the TV series continued on. So then you're like, well, what could the book be, right?
Right. I know. Watership Down's maybe my favorite book. Richard Adams, and then Ender's Game. I don't love the whole Enderverse. It gets a little odd because I think Orson Scott Card is an odd author, but I do love Ender's Game. I think it's brilliant. But no, for something contemporary, I'd say the Red Rising books are super fun, page turners and good stuff. And I will absolutely at some point do a booktube where I like read through. I don't know if anyone's from Vancouver, but if you remember the Vancouver Sun in the 90s, they did classics where you paid an extra $5 with your newspaper and you got a book. And so I finally found the full 31 book set. Yep. And so so I do love booky stuff very much.
We could do that as a special, kind of go through the different items that you have on the bookcase here, what you've read, what you're looking forward to read.
She makes fun of me when I take shelfies. So I rearrange sometimes they're by color, sometimes they're genre, sometimes they're size. I just like to rearrange them sometimes, and I'll sit here and just stare at it and take pictures.
Yeah. And I like to rearrange my yarn sometimes and just touch it and feel it and look at it, and it's totally understandable. Everyone understands it. So.
And you guys can hear our laundry is
singing
our laundry song right now because
our laundry is finished.
Guys, my drying's done. I'm gonna have to go fold it soon. So I should stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was it for the questions from the viewers.
Thank you, viewers.
I have a few questions for you. So there are some words that are knitting related.
Okay.
That I want you to see if you know what they are, and if not, you're welcome to make up something on the spot.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
DPNs.
DPNs? Mm-hmm. I have no idea. What would that be?
This is the question, Michael. What is that?
Well, I'm thinking like for D for knitting. I don't know what we'd have, right? P is going to be per, I assume. So it's something per something. No?
No.
No?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. Well, give me the first word.
Double.
Nope, lost it. What do you got?
Pointed needles.
Oh, double pointed needles. I was thinking about it being like a technique, not a thing. Okay. Do we need to do like people, place?
No.
We're good.
Okay, so the next one is also, because that's an acronym, right? So the next one is also an acronym. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Sable.
S-A-B-L-E, sable? Sheep. Anagram, Liechtenstein. No, the L's after that. I don't know. A sable. That's a type of knit, right? A sable knit.
A cable knit.
Oh, cable knit.
Yeah, it's not.
Guys, I was close. I was really close. Yeah. Okay. Sable. No, I think sable is actually an X-Man.
Oh, maybe.
What is it?
It is stash acquired beyond life expectancy.
Oh, wow. You've got a lot of sable.
Yeah, I think I'm sable.
Actually, although you are a prolific knitter.
Oh, thank you.
And you always say that you're not as prolific as some, but you know what? You're still
That's okay.
Prolific knitter. Okay. Try me again. I am failing at this horribly.
That's okay.
I apologize,
the last acronym is 2AAT. Like the number 2. AAT.
Okay. So 2 articles away from Tuesday. So like if you start knitting on Wednesday, you're 2 articles away from the following Tuesday. You're going to knit 2 articles of clothing.
2 at a time.
Oh.
Like how I knit my socks. 2 at a time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Those were tough ones.
Yeah, they are.
You could have gone easy on me.
No.
Geesh.
No. Well, maybe you'll get this one. These are no longer acronyms. These are just terminology.
Okay.
Okay. To steek something.
Steek?
S-T-E-E-K.
So that is when you soak it in hot water.
No, not steep.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
If this was a tea podcast.
We should do a tea podcast as well, right? We keep saying we're going to do it. We've been talking about that for a long time. I'm going to stop. Okay, steek. I'm going to say that it has something to do with stretching out a finished object.
It's cutting open your knitting.
Oh, no. Oh, Wow.
You secure it first.
No, of course you do.
Yeah.
But that's still.
Do you know what I-cord is?
I-cord. So I-cord is a gauge of the stuff that goes between the double-ended needles.
No, it's
No,
a very
it's not.
small tube of knitting, usually about 3 or 4 stitches around.
And you use that as like a tie or something like that?
You could
in a
use,
sweater?
or
Okay.
and then you can do like knitted on I-cord for like the border of a shawl or something, or a
Nice.
sweater or something.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Okay, okay, neat. I've never seen you do that before. You might have done it. I've just never seen you do it
No,
before,
I haven't
so.
explained it to you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll go show you next time I do it.
I shall learn.
Fair Isle.
Fair Isle. So that is it's a special type of yarn that only comes from the north of the UK, from sheep that are taken care of by gentle folk in kilts.
It is something that comes from the northern UK originally, but it is a type
bad.
of color work
Oh.
that you use on sweaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Sometimes
close.
it's also called
was
stranded
close.
knitting. But there's
okay.
different types of stranded knitting, but one type of stranded knitting is Fair Isle.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
When on our trip, our truck broke down and Roz was knitting, and so that was also stranded knitting.
That was stranded knitting, yeah. It's true.
Okay, sorry, go on.
We got it going again, though.
I
The
know.
truck.
We did, yes,
Yes.
and the knitting,
Yes, of course.
yes, of course.
The last one is entrelac.
Ooh, so this is when you make a second lake.
Oh, interesting. No.
An entrelac.
So,
But
and
that's-
maybe it
that's
comes
what
from
it is.
French. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In the
Oh wait, that's when you put your knitting in you entree the lac, like when the knitting goes in water. Or is that bathing suit that you're knitting for me?
I'm not knitting a
Borat
bathing
one?
suit for you.
No?
No.
Oh.
If I was to do something like that, I would definitely sew it, not knit it. The knitting would just stretch, and that would be a problem.
Didn't you have like a crochet bathing suit top 100 years ago when
Probably,
we first got
yeah.
together? So.
Yeah. But
It's
it's
possible.
not meant for swimming. It's meant for lounging beside the pool.
Well, I don't swim, so that's fine.
Oh, there you go.
Because there are sharks in the water, and sharks will eat you.
Yeah, this is like,
Science.
so you could like lounge beside the pool. You'd swim in a pool.
Sure, without sharks in it.
Yeah, no sharks.
If it was certified no sharks.
Certified no sharks.
Yes.
Entrelac is a type of knitting where you change direction. So it almost looks like a basket weave. So you knit like one block this way and then another block this way. So you get this
Okay.
kind of interlacing
Interesting.
kind of knitting.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put a picture up so other people can see because maybe they don't know either.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's only 40 more of these guys. Stick
No,
around.
that was it.
Oh,
That's all the
good. Thank God.
questions.
Seriously, people are starting to tune out. They're like, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. We're out of here.
Yeah, no, that's the point.
I don't blame you.
It's funny.
It is the point, yeah.
And the last section we'll move on to is books. I only have one finished book this week, and I listened to this from Libby, which is my library app, and it is A Crown of Swords by Robert Jordan. So I am going back through this series. I'm sure that I read this series in my teenage years, but I don't remember much of it, so maybe I didn't. But yeah, Robert Jordan.
He wrote a series that I think you'd like. It's called The Wheel of Time.
Yes, that's
You should should check it out.
Sorry, this is a running joke in our house because he asked me about it a couple times, and I'm like, I'm currently reading this series.
Yep.
So now he just asks me about it a lot. Yeah.
Indeed, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Keeps me
do
on
you,
my
Do you
toes.
tell them about all like the Footman's whatever books that you're reading?
Oh yeah.
Too?
Oh yeah. All the books.
So you guys know about all the books.
All
you
the
read.
books. Yep. Yep. It's all cataloged. Yep. And it will be written down below in case you didn't catch the name of the book in the description.
Excellent. Excellent. And I finished The Martian last week.
Oh yeah, you did.
I think.
By
yeah.
Andy Weir.
Andy Weir, yep, absolutely, and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like the science. I'm a big Michael Crichton fan, so I enjoyed the sciencey science fiction. Actually, on the book thing, if I may.
Yes, please. This is
Michael
the right
Crichton
section.
had a bunch of notes for a book he was writing before his untimely death in 2008 about an eruption in Hawaii, but there's a government cover-up and a bunch of other things, and his widow was trying to find the right author to finish it, and she got James Patterson to finish it, and that comes out on Monday, June 3rd.
Oh, this Monday.
Called Eruption.
Nice.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it a while back, and it's come. It's
great.
going to be here on Monday, so I'll be.
Yeah.
I need to finish. I'm currently reading The Defector by Chris Hadfield, a friend of ours. Canadian astronaut. Yeah, friend of ours lent that to me.
Yep.
So I'm going to finish that up so I can get into the Michael Crichton book 16 years after he died.
Yeah. I mean, it's
So wow.
and he has such a factual way of writing, but also making it approachable and an interesting storyline. You know, if you think of things like Jurassic Park, right? Like, there's tons of science in there, and things that you think this could actually happen, right?
Absolutely,
but then the storyline itself, you just get lost in it as well, right? So
I love that book.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't say that book earlier. Sorry, Karen. Jurassic Park as well.
It's okay, she's probably still watching.
And maybe the best movie ever made.
Well, yeah, I didn't.
We need to do MovieTube as well. Because I could talk about the Lord of the Rings extended for more than the 12 hours that those movies
But this
run.
is our retirement plan, right?
It is.
Once we get the kids out of the house, we can stop working and just focus on YouTube reviews of everything out there.
Not to make money.
No.
Just to have fun.
For fun. Yeah.
That's it. It's a good plan.
It's a long-term plan.
Yeah, it's something fun we can do together.
Totally. Right? Totally. All right, so I think that is everything that I have this week, and probably just me next week, but I'm sure you'll come back on the podcast at some point.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome.
I had a great time. Haven't got my gift basket yet, but I assume I pick it up somewhere on my way out.
Yeah, it's in the green room on your way out.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry we're a little late today. I was in makeup for like 4 hours just to do this. This is after 4 hours of makeup, guys, so... I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey guys, thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed it, and I love having a chance to talk to Roz's public.
Yeah.
You know, famous YouTube famous as you are, I'm just a guy that works in the basement. So
yeah.
Right,
well, currently, sometimes you work at the college.
I do sometimes work at the college.
Sometimes you just do it from your computer.
Teaching online right now.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate you having me on. You guys have yourselves an excellent week until you get to see just Roz next time, and I promise it'll be mostly knitting.
Yeah.
But I might sneak on here a bit more regularly than once a year. We'll see if I get invited back.
You're welcome anytime.
For segments that maybe are applicable to my level of knowledge.
Well, and if you have other questions that you just thought of for Mike, then I will save them up, and maybe we'll do this like every 10th episode or something.
Totally.
Yeah. Awesome.
Beer related, book related.
All of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could ask you acronyms.
Sure.
PVCCA.
No idea.
Present value of the capital cost allowance tax shield. It's an accounting thing
In
and
case
finance thing. But
you haven't watched before, he is a professor of accounting and finance. So.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a crossword that Taylor and I did the other day, it said craft brewing, and the answer was IPA.
Oh, nice.
I knew it. She didn't know it.
That's too bad. I need to get them to
She's
the
only
brewery more
12.
often.
She has time.
They'll be fine. We'll train them up. Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Levels.
Levels? Is that what you say?
Sure. Rhubarb.
Elephant shoes.
Sure. Elephant shoes as well.
Yeah.
Ah!
There's like gray fluff on it.
I didn't wash it. You ready to go?
Did I wash it? Oh yeah, I washed it.
You did wash it.
I did wash it.
It's handmade.
Probably from this. Okay. Are you gonna?
I need to take some of this off. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna wear the toque, but I can't.
I told you gonna get warm.
Hodor. I mean,
because I
gotta
haven't worked on my
say,
socks.
Luis Zass Bangham's got an amazing name. Like that, she's got to be all name team for the knitting.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
That is a dope name. So congratulations.
No, it's good. It's good. Keep going.
I can't not say stuff.
No, you have to. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'm just getting my flippy going there.
Yeah. You're throwing me off. I can't even speak properly.
Moo moo moo. Moo 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 moo.